I don't believe in God. I know God.
I love me some Jesus.
You're doing too much.
That's crazy. That's on the next episode.
It's the moon reading.
I rock with you, YaYa.
It's all love.
They better listen to this advice. We good.
You crazy girl.
This is what this show is about, all right? We
With
keep
the
it real.
and real talk, the God in God talk.
And that's right.
Today is Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, and you're listening to Real Talk on God Talk, a podcast for people who skip church for brunch on Sundays. Hey, girl,
What's good, YaYa?
we're back. We're
We
back,
back.
at it.
Yes.
Hi, hey, listeners.
How you doing? How you doing? You ready for New Year's Eve? Ooh.
You know I am. You know I am. I think I'm still somewhat recovering from Christmas time, honestly.
I hear that. I hear that.
Um, you know, truth knows, but listeners, uh, my husband and I, we live in DC, family from Brooklyn. Well,
You're
we families in the Bronx now, but went back to the city and oh, child, the traffic, back and forth, being with family. Y'all know the deal. But
yeah.
I am looking forward to New Year's.
Nice.
How was your holiday? You looking forward to New Year's? What's up, girl?
Yeah, looking forward to New Year's. Holidays was good. Spent it with fam, low key. Had off of work, which was nice. Like to not have any plans was really nice. To just like when I took my PTO, I was like, you know what? I'm not making no plans. I am gonna relax, and that's exactly what I did. Listeners, I was telling YaYa earlier that this was probably the first time I opened my laptop since I've been on PTO, and I was like, that felt good actually. So no,
Yes, rest is resistance.
yeah, exactly. Like I wasn't working on no personal projects, nothing like that. It was just a time for me to really step away from like the everyday. So it was really nice to just be able to relax and go into the new year refreshed. So holidays were good, ate good, slept good, little drank good. It was all good.
Nice,
Yeah, it was all
nice.
good. It was all good. Yeah.
It's been a minute. Would you say this holiday season, this Christmas, were you like Grinchy? Was Jesus the reason for the season? Like, what? How did you approach this?
Yeah, you know what? Jesus stayed the reason for the
I hear that.
season. But I love the holidays. Like starting from October, like I love like just the holiday season. From Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's. So I really love this time of year because one is like one of the times where you could really sit back and have stuff that you're not gonna have on the regular, like the like big family meals, um and also like this year I was heavy on the eggnog this year,
God bless your
you
stomach,
know
cause me, oh boy.
yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. So it was nice. And then sharing I think I'm at that age now where I'm like sharing recipes with like my friends. And so we were talking about like, they sharing recipes with me and I'm like, oh, we these adults now, huh? So
Right.
yeah, so it was nice, decorated the place and nah, I love the holidays, so I love trying to be as joyful as possible. I know it can get stressful with everything, with Christmas and making plans, especially like maybe it was a little easier for me because I stayed in New York.
Hmm.
But I know when you're traveling, that's a little added on stress, depending how soon or how close you leave into the actual holiday. But it was good. It was good. Like I had a great time. Was able to get some. I like to do my shopping throughout the year, so I don't really stress like right
You're
before.
so
I
good.
love.
Oh my God.
Shout out to
You're
my wife for
so
that. My wife
good.
got me on that because if it was me, I'd be like gift card, gift card, gift card.
You get a gift card. You're going to Target. You're going to Bass Pro.
That's exactly it. But no, my wife is really good with that. Where she's like, throughout the year, she's like, oh, you know what, this will work, and this will work, and this will be good, and I'm like, I love it. So it makes my life easier now. So, what about you? How was? Were you a Grinch? Were you a Grinch this season? Were you joyful and
So,
jolly like me?
unlike you, I am not good. And so I do not do my Christmas shopping throughout the year. In fact, I don't even do it up until the day of. So your girl was a little bit grinchy at
Yeah,
first
yeah.
because, to travel, to pack, clean the house, do the Christmas
Mm-hmm.
shopping, get down there, spend the money, get with family. It was just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I feel highly overwhelmed, and it
Mhm.
was showing up in a really negative way for me at first of like
Yeah.
just I just wasn't feeling it. However, I think probably in like literally Christmas Eve, we show up in the city.
Mhm.
My sister-in-law loves the Rockettes, and
Oh,
so
nice.
like my whole family did the whole like yes, we went down to freaking
Ooh.
Rockefeller Center on Christmas Eve, so it was cray. We did the
Yeah.
whole like looking at the windows,
Mhm.
the window
Yeah.
displays. Went over to St. Patrick's Cathedral. Went to well, we initially went to light a candle, for my
Yeah.
grandmother, for those that we've lost and all
Yeah.
that. With my family, just has a tradition of doing that, but it was actually shut down. Like
Oh, wow.
traditionally, growing up, we would go to
Mm.
Rockefeller Center every year. I'm sorry, St. Patrick's Cathedral every year, but this year for some reason, they did not let people in. Maybe they were preparing for Mass at 12 or
Yeah,
something. I don't
yeah.
know. But saw the Rockettes. That was amazing. Totally 10 out of 10. And there was three black Rockettes. I was mad hype. I was like,
Hell yeah.
but yeah, it was nice.
That's cool.
And so I would say, definitely started a little grinchy, got better. I'm a Kwanzaa girl as well,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
had a couple of friends over to celebrate one of the days. Definitely celebrated with my family. Um, you know, yeah, Habarigani to also
I
celebrate.
love it. I love it.
um,
Yeah. It's funny that you said about going to the Rockefeller Christmas tree because I went this year because we have family in town, so we took the kids there. And it was so funny because I don't like usually I don't go because it's
mhm.
like if you're from here, like you really not doing none of that stuff. And I've
It'd be
also
crowded. Everybody walking slow.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But we went a little earlier in the day because we had little kids with us, so we went a little earlier in the day, and then we kind of went. We saw like the windows and stuff like that. But it was funny that you mentioned that because I was saying how like the windows display have changed over the years. Like it's so much less now than it used to be. At least when I remember
No,
it growing up, I'm like you remember
it
it was
used
a
to be
big deal.
extravagant. Yes.
Thank you. It was like a big, big deal. And now when you walk through, it just looks like any other ordinary store that just like put up some snow. And it was like, oh man, shit, things change.
You know, it is so I agree, like we're clearly getting to that age where we're like, we're getting less quality for more money, but we are
Yeah,
actually
no, we
getting
definitely
less
are.
quality
Absolutely.
of like freaking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Windows displays definitely just, being in the city. Um, it's so weird not being in the city, like, being from the city, but not being in the city coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Things are a little heightened in terms of just I don't know the mood. It's not that people are somber, but I think when we went down, it was right when I'm sorry I didn't do much research to talk about this, but I don't know the woman's name, but the woman that was unfortunately attacked, lit on fire
Oh
by
yeah,
that
yeah. Mm-hmm.
person. It was just like, yo,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm not doing a good
Yeah.
job of like of articulating just the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but the little boot boot window displays,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the people a little on edge. I think the post election leading up into the new year. I think just people are just. It's like the Christmas spirit. It was nice. It was lovely. But it was like there was just like a little feeling. I don't know how to
Yeah.
name that
You know
feeling.
what's funny is I feel like and like not to sound like not even snooty or nothing like that, but it's like it's a certain New York energy that if you grew up here, you know exactly what we're talking about. That is just it hasn't been there for years in the city, and you just feel that something's off, something's different. And like I felt that I think this time going back to like look at the stores and walk around like Fifth Avenue, and I was like, oh man, like there was certain nostalgia that I think I got like maybe 6 years ago when I used to walk around there, and that when I went today, I was like, oh no, this is very different. But it was cool just taking my nieces and nephews around there and having them see that. But it's definitely not how like when I was younger, and I used to go like to the stores and stuff like that, like seeing like the displays on the stores. Um, but otherwise it was cool. We did a little home station ice cream making for the kids, and then we watched Christmas movies, so that was nice. Um,
That's sweet. What's your
yeah.
Christmas movie of choice?
I feel like I got two. I got Home Alone, two, Lost in New York, because there's so many parts that to me are funny and that remind me of that like New York that I grew up in. And then the other one that I always watch on the 25th is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
Eh,
I love It's a
yeah,
Wonderful
black and
Life.
white, black and white. Yeah, so those two are definitely my faves. I can tune those. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think this season, well, It's a Wonderful Life always. My family does the Sound of Music, like
Oh,
Sound of
nice,
Music
nice.
rant, where, we're
Yeah,
musical
yeah,
people,
yeah. Uh-huh.
but we've been watching the Hood Joints and Tubi.
Oh
And
yeah.
we've been, Tubi and BT Plus with the Christmas movie, top tier.
Yo, facts though. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. But listen, it's clear you can tell Truth and I haven't seen each other for a while, so
Right.
we love it to chit chat it up. But okay, so holiday season, Christmas is nice. Looking forward to New Year's.
Facts.
Um, did we already talk about plans for New Year's?
No, 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 no. What you
Oh,
got
okay.
planned? What you doing?
Me, I'm about to buck it down, buck it down,
Hey.
buck it down. Yeah, no, New Year's is definitely one of those holidays that we love. We love celebrating as people love to celebrate. But we're gonna go out to go to a little dance party. I have a couple of rules as I get older, as I mature. I'm not waiting in line. I'm not paying 500 plus for a section, a bottle. I don't want to. I'm not wearing no heels. I don't want to. And so, I mean, I will wear heels if we have the section a bottle, but
Right, right,
like
right.
we need a certain combination of things to
Yeah.
happen for me to feel comfortable. So we're just gonna keep it like, not trying to get super smacked,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just trying to keep it cute.
All right, I dig that. I dig that. I'm staying home. I'm gonna just
Straight like that.
straight like that. I'm staying home. We're having family dinner. And then after that, I'm just gonna really just chill, wait till the ball drop, and then peace. I'm going to bed.
That's that.
Wish everybody well, call everybody, do what I gotta do, and then I'm going to bed. I'm gonna knock out. But yeah, no plans. I'm keeping it real low key.
Okay, I hear that. So looking forward to New Year's. I don't know any traditionals. You got any traditionals? Any traditions? I guess you prepping. What you doing?
This year
Mm.
was funny. I was actually talking to one of my friends, and we were like, I asked her, I was like, "Do you have any like, do you make resolutions or anything like that?" Because I'm not really one to make resolutions, and neither was she. So we were just talking about like things that we did want to work on in this next year, just to kind of better ourselves. Like, no real like hard deadline, no real like OD pressure to do it, or
But
feel
just
like
like intentions.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Just like, what do I want to do to be a better version of myself? What can I, at the end of next year, can I say I was better than the year before? And I feel like that's a win. Um,
I hear that.
yeah.
Mm.
What about you? You have any traditions?
Let's see. So I mean, I will be for real, on my Caribbean people. I feel like it's a similar thing. And I feel like, I feel like across cultures that might be the case, but I did my big clean.
Oh,
I
yeah, for
cleaned
sure.
my house top to bottom.
Yes, absolutely. Done.
Your girl was
Yeah.
out here with the bucket and the hot water, wiping the walls down, the baseboards, the
Yeah.
door.
Hmm.
Did my floors,
Hmm.
wash all my clothes,
I
and so
did, I lit my incense, let everything out the door, you know, and
100,
took out
100.
the old clothes. I ain't gonna, donate it, did all that. Yup, I hear that. Yup.
Yeah, before we go into the year, just pare it down a little bit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
purge, and start fresh.
Start fresh.
Let's see what else. So cleaning, obviously. Um, my husband, people is Haitian, so
Mm-hmm.
I got my soup joumou. I got all my stuff ready. We
Yeah.
going into New Year
Mm-hmm.
fortified. um, let's see, anything else? I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just clean the house, got a meal ready,
That's
and
it. Yeah.
yeah, I
Same. Yeah,
think
yeah. That's exactly what I did this past weekend, was just make sure everything was clean. Because I was like, once Monday hit, I'm like, no,
That's not
it
right.
gotta be done. So yeah, yeah.
Like we are gonna vision board, and listeners,
Oh,
stay
nice.
tuned for the moon reading because
Yep.
I'll be giving some tips, some tricks on how to more effectively and efficiently vision board. Some tips for that,
Nice.
but we plan on doing that. So
Okay.
that'll also help with the kind of decluttering, getting rid of some old magazines, some stuff we had.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
try to put this stuff to use.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. That sound good. Sound good. Sound like we're ready. We're ready to bring in 2025.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. But before we bring in 2025, I don't know. Um, Reflecting on 2024, what are you thinking? What do you got for the listeners? What came up for you this year? I don't know, either personally, in terms of the
Yeah.
podcast, in terms of just life, the culture.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, you know what? I think 2024 made me really excited for starting new things and new journeys, new adventures, and it kind of gave me that kind of that jolt of like, not being afraid to start a new adventure,
Hmm.
and revamping things when they need to be revamped. And I think we've done that with the podcast. When things need to change, like we're both pretty open to change, which has been really nice. So I think
Hmm.
2024 taught us even more of that. More and more, I feel every time we drop a season, we learn more and more about our listeners. We try to adapt. We come up with different conversation points. Um, and so that's been nice. I feel like this past year getting married was a new adventure. So yeah, so yeah, I think that really opened my eyes to just a different, I don't even want to say like a different way of life, but it is something different about being married and starting that journey with someone,
Hmm.
that is just opens your eyes to all the possibilities around and all the places we can go together, and just different adventures that we can take. So I'm taking that into 2025. And then on a more personal spiritual level, I think for the first time in a long time, I have found like a real church home. And listeners, y'all
I
know,
know. I
y'all
know.
know, y'all know your girl ain't about that. So it's been a roller coaster with that. But
That's beautiful, truly.
yeah, yeah,
Truly, that's beautiful.
it really is to feel like I have settled in a place where I can call like, oh yeah, that's the church I go to, that's my church home. Um to understand that outside of the church building, I have people that check in on me, that rely on me for things as well. It makes me hold myself even more accountable, for when I'm there and doing what I got to do. And I think for 2025, what I will hold myself accountable to is to making sure I am more active in the community aspect of it, because I'm very much like, yeah, I go to church, if you need me for this, cool, tell me. If you don't, I ain't gonna be there.
Right.
So I said, nah, you know what, 2025, I'm gonna make sure I take that initiative. So that's one thing I want to hold myself to for the next upcoming year. And then I'm really excited to see where we're taking Real Talk and God Talk. Like every time, I think every year that we've done something, I think I'm surprised every year. Every year at what we're
Mhm.
able to accomplish, what we do, who we reach, who reaches out to us. I think it's always a beautiful thing. So yeah. How about
I
you?
love that. I love that. Let's see. What do I have leaving 2024? Just some reflections. I mean, so I'm gonna start just randomly, which is I am realizing I don't give a damn about pop culture right now. Like I truly don't care. Which is like, so listeners, this is not no judgment. This is coming from a girl that loves the hot tea about. So celebrity gossip is actually my guilty pleasure. Most people don't know that about me. Like people. I think that people perceive me as being like a little serious sometimes and like, oh, she cares about things that are like more important. But no, I'd be all up in the comments.
Same.
I'll be in it. I mean, honestly, at this point, listeners, y'all probably know that about me. But you know,
Yeah.
I'll be in it. But I realized with this whole like Kendrick Drake thing,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
that's my big takeaway from 2024. But I'm for real. I realized that it's like, yo, nothing new under the sun, truly. Okay, somebody's mad at somebody does something to somebody, everybody goes, this is so bad. All these people, y'all not in my tax bracket, y'all got concerns that don't have shit to do with me in my life.
Right. Right.
And it's like, I guess to wrap it up of what that really means for me in reflection, I think I'm beginning to kind of really get the hang of this in the world but not of the world thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
like,
Totally.
and even take it beyond pop culture, take it to like things that actually do quote unquote matter, like politics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the tangerines in office or will be okay,
Mm-hmm.
and my life continues, and how
Yeah.
I orient myself to the world is far more anchored within me
Yeah.
so that I am less moved by all of the things that pass
Mm.
by. Like, a lot happened in 2024. And mind you, this is just the last couple of weeks I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Aliens,
Mm-hmm.
big ass freaking, what are those things? Drones. Like, there's
Drones.
like all types of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And at this point, what can you do?
Yeah.
And I think I am becoming more and more unfazed and
Mm-hmm.
unmoved. And because I'm more unfazed and unmoved by these things that just keep happening, I have been able to just be way more exploratory of
Mm-hmm.
myself. Like my inner world has become so much more bright this year. And I
Yeah.
think I think for me, contrasting that, oh shit. Oh, sorry. For me, contrasting that with all of the minutia, all the random things that are happening in pop culture. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so your girls don't care about pop culture. That's one thing for 2024. Let's see, what else 2024? Hmm. No, that's probably it. Like, it's another year. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've personally, clearly, the spotlight has just been shining more interior for me.
Yeah.
And so I think, I've I'm in my mid 30s now. I've gone over the hump of I
Oh
am mid
yeah.
30s officially.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I think I'm becoming more aware of my mortality and that, the life that I have to live is now. And so the choices that
Yeah.
I make and the things that I do, it's now. It's not tomorrow, it's not any other time, it's
Mm-hmm.
now. So maybe
Yeah.
that's just being more present. So I mean, listeners, I hope you got something from that. That was the most random, vague ass stuff about 2024. But you know, curious to know what you guys got as well.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay, so we have 2024, what we are leaving behind. What are you looking forward to? So like looking forward to 2025, what's on the horizon
What
for
is
you personally, for the podcast, for the world,
Yeah.
whatever.
What am I looking forward to? You know what? I'm putting it out there. 2025. Real talk on God. So we gotta go and hit the people. I think we need some speaking engagements. I think some live
Oh,
episodes. Yeah, I'm putting that out for 2025.
I hear that. So,
Okay.
not for nothing, listeners, Truth and I would be doing this if we lived in the same place, but it's
Right.
neither here nor
Right.
there. But I'm putting on for Real Talk on God Talk, and on January 15th from 7 to 8 p.m., the Prince George's County Office of Human Rights and the Prince George's County Memorial Library System is having a faith, politics, and pursuit of justice conversation, basically an interfaith conversation, just asking the question of how do we use shared religion for shared humanity to promote the common good, can these forces be used for the good of humanity? And if so, how do we use these forces to engage in political discussions and civil activity, right? And your girl is
Yeah.
putting on for the spiritual but not
Yeah.
religious crowd.
Hey.
And so YaYa will be here putting on
Yes.
for Real Talk and God Talk.
Ooh.
Um, it will be something that can be live streamed. And so I'll share the link on social media or
Yeah.
whatever. But, you know, speak it, name it, claim
See?
it, truth.
That's what I'm talking about.
We doing it.
That's it.
We,
That's it. Yeah, we'll definitely be sharing that, and y'all tune in. You know, the more support we can get, the more we can vouch for people for doing this stuff.
right?
So, but yeah, 2025 definitely for sure. I think Real Talk on God Talk is gonna do new things that I think will even elevate the podcast game. Like I think that's something, you know, it's rare even to see, you know, two hosts in two different states doing it. You know, most hosts are all in the same room. So the fact that we've kept this going for as long as we have, I think some really good changes will come for Real Talk and God Talk. We'll do some great and amazing things. Um, Personally, I'm looking forward to um I'm gonna travel some more this year. Um, God willing. And then after that, you know what? After that, I'm just like, you know what? Let's see what God got planned. I think I'm gonna just leave it open and see what God got planned. I want to be surprised. I want to be
I love
odd.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, not
Yeah.
just surprised. I
Yeah, I
want
want
to
to
be
be
all
yeah, you know, I want to be like I
speak it.
not even my wildest dreams. I'm ready to experience all that God got. So,
Yeah.
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 What about you, girl? Tell me.
Let's see. 2025, I feel like that this year is going to be about bringing everything into fruition. Like
Mm.
bringing things like seeds that have been planted long time,
Yes.
things in my life, in the world, just generally. Like I feel like things are like coming up through the dirt right
Yeah.
now. And you know, these fledgling things that are growing. I think that
Mhm.
this year is going to be about protecting them, nurturing them,
Yeah.
watering them,
Mhm.
you know, to get, I guess, a little more specific for myself personally. I think paring down like truly, you know, usually for New Year's I usually like I'm not doing like a full dry January, but I always do like a cleanse the first week of New Year's. And so I don't know if you guys, so I follow Dr. Bobby Price on YouTube. This is not an endorsement, like there's not no paid thing or anything like that, and I'm not telling anyone to do with their anyone what to do with their medical health or whatever, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. And so I'm just doing this like full cleanse, you know, no processed sugar, drinking the cleansing tea
Yeah.
for the first 14 days to like really just clarify my mind. I've been, anyone who knows me knows that I've turned into somewhat of a nail girly lately. I've been consistently doing my nails, but I think that it's not about what for me, 2025 is not about what things look like. It's about what it actually is. And it's not enough for me to look good. That my nail health has to actually be healthy. And so my
Yeah.
nails have been like disintegrating a little bit. It's taking care of me, my
Yeah.
body. Like I feel like I look good, I know. But there are so many things that I can do so that
Yeah.
my health actually reflects the state of my body, and
Yeah.
who I am actually reflects, you know, what's inside, not just looking good. Like it's not enough at this point. 2025 is not about, you know, how I'm gonna look rich. Let me go
Mhm.
buy a
Right.
bottle, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
how I'm
yeah.
gonna look like I'm having fun. Let me go
Yeah.
do this thing. But no, like, am I pouring into myself, my community, whatever, and
Yeah.
actually taking the time to do the things that need to be done?
Mhm.
And so that's what it's about for me personally. In terms of the podcast, I affirm every single thing that Truth
Yeah.
said. Bigger, better. I will add for myself
Mm.
consistency. Like,
Yeah.
and there's no shade for you, Truth. This is all me, you know.
Nah, I'm right there with you.
But you know, just
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think listeners, as we build a relationship with you guys, and you know, we've been going for almost 5 years, if not
5 years.
more, or
Yeah.
about 5 years now. And it's like, you all show up for us. There's so many of you all that show up for
Yeah.
us, whether or not we're consistent. And I think,
Yeah.
we owe it to you to show up for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And not hide either.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it can feel like what stops me from showing up consistently is wanting to show up perfectly.
Yeah.
Wanting to say, I have my notes and I've done research and I know this thing and I can speak intelligently to it. But I think that next year for us, for me, it's really not about how what we offer is received, but showing up and offering something to you all. And so I hope that we can do that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Okay. It's the New Year's. We are riding off into the future.
Yes.
Anything for the people before we check them loosies?
Nah, nothing. Just thank all of y'all listeners for your support. Not only this year but in all the past years. But thank you for all your support, all your listens, your comments, your likes, your shares, how y'all reach out to us. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all, truly. And we just thank you, and get right into that new year with lots of energy, with your head up, leave whatever
Mhm.
happened in 2024 behind you. And just know that you are capable of doing amazing things, and head up for 2025 full force.
Oh, yeah. And I will close off by saying double tap everything you said. And in 2025, just remember, if you can't make it up, around, over, you can definitely make it through. So, it is what it is.
To keep the conversation going, tell us what you think by following us on Instagram or Twitter at Real Talk on Godtalk.
It's YaYa, and you're listening to the Moon Reading. With the upcoming new year, it is a great time to set intentions and manifest. And lucky us, the holiday coincides perfectly with the lunar energy we are still feeling from the December 30th new moon. January marks a time of transitions and is named for the Roman god Janus. Janus is often depicted with two faces, one looking forward and the other looking back, to represent the ability to see both the past and the future. That makes it a great time for us to set resolutions and vision board. So I wanted to give you all a few tips to make it more likely to see your visions actually move from the paper to reality. So, tip 1. Create the ideal atmosphere. Manifestation, as we all know, is all about energy. So set the stage before you start. Light a candle, play your favorite music, some self-massage, sip on something, maybe just warm and comforting. Make sure you eat something you're well rested. Approach this truly as a sacred time to connect your dreams and intentions. We want to make sure that, our physical selves, our bodies, our spaces are clean, purified, relaxed, and ready to work. Tip 2, start with reflection. First things first, just take a moment to get your mind right. What do you want your year to look like? Think about areas like career, health, relationships, personal growth, adventures, fun you want to have. Instead of focusing on the money, a lot of times we'll do vision boards and we'll cut out Ferraris, mansions, big bottles of champagne, instead of or big wads of cash. Instead of doing that, really focus in and hone in on the experiences that money will bring. For example, instead of just a dream destination, maybe it's a comfortable flight, image of a comfortable flight headed to that destination. Maybe instead of just nondescript palm trees, you dig a little deeper and think about where you want to go and what are some of the signals that you will actually be in that place. It's not just about wealth, it's about the joy, the freedom, the fulfillment that comes with that wealth that aligns with your goals. Okay, tip 3, let the images lead the way. When it comes to creating a vision board, I usually recommend using hard copy magazines, right? Why? I think that there's something really grounded and physical and tangible about flipping through the pages, cutting out the images, physically piecing your vision together. Is something about touching it. And so while you can use Pinterest, you can, use Canva if you want. If you can, use actual magazines. And now that's where the magic happens, right? Once you actually have your images, go through the magazines that you have and just cut out whatever comes to you, whatever feels good. Like, it doesn't have to be something that you already knew you'd be interested in. If it calls you, cut it out. And once you do, really focus on the images that resonate emotionally. So we're not just talking about fancy cars, stacks of cash. We are truly talking about when you look at the image, when you touch the cutout, you feel something, your body, you know what's going on. So really focus on what resonates emotionally. When you look at your vision board, it should really spark feelings of excitement, joy, possibility, not just about like achieving things or being productive, quote unquote. It's about how you want to feel once you have achieved it. Okay, tip number 5, arrange the intention. Basically, as you build your vision board, organize it in a way that feels meaningful to you. So if you have like similar goals or similar visions, maybe images around travel, fitness, personal relationships, you might want to group them in a way that is aesthetically pleasing to you, but also kind of makes sense to you. Part of this whole process is getting your subconscious mind and your conscious mind to kind of move more in tandem. So as you organize it, do what works for you. Tip 6, make it visible and engage daily. Your vision board should really be a daily reminder of your dreams. So put it somewhere where you'll see it often, maybe on your desk, in your closet, in your room, maybe snap a photo of it and keep that photo with you on your mobile device, whatever. Each time you look at it, spend a couple minutes visualizing your goals, really using it as a reminder of, the possibility of what your future holds. And finally, tip 7, take action. This doesn't work if you don't take action. Manifestation is not just about dreaming. It is truly about doing. Let your vision board guide your actions. You can start small. Maybe if fitness is on your board, book that class. It doesn't have to be that you get an entire gym membership. Maybe just do one class pass. Research the trip. Maybe don't book the entire trip, but you could book an excursion or a credit for an excursion. You're going to do it because you put down that cash. Every single step you take aligns your energy with your goals. Don't be afraid to plant the seed and then let it go. Pro tip, when things are still delicate and new, it's totally okay to protect your vision by keeping it to yourself. And that's that. You are ready to create a powerful vision board to manifest your dreams for the new year. Love you guys, you peeps, you all. And remember, it's not just what's on the board, it's about the feeling that you bring to it and you leave from viewing the board with. Love you guys. Happy New Year. Ta-ta.
Thank y'all for YaYa for that moon reading. You're always on point.
I tried.
Well, we want everyone to enjoy your New Year's, enjoy, wherever you are, be safe, have fun, and we will see y'all next year. I'll be that corny.
I know.
We'll see you next year.
God bless and good night. Happy 2024.
We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Love ya.
I don't believe in God. I know God.
I love me some Jesus.
You're doing too much.
That's crazy. That's on the next episode.
It's the moon reading.
I rock with you, YaYa.
It's all love.
They better listen to this advice. We good.
You crazy girl.
This is what this show is about, all right? We
Put
keep
the
it real.
real and real talk, the God in God talk.
And that's a wrap.